Right now at noon, new safety measures take flight at the Joplin Regional Airport.
And we have an alert day today and into Saturday for severe thunderstorm chances and flooding concerns. A look at your forecast coming up.
Plus, an area road district faces possible dissolution.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Elise Snowy. Now we have an alert day today as strong to severe thunderstorms will be possible. Let's go straight to Chris Warner for a look at the forecast.
Yeah, so far we've been pretty lucky. Not much going on out there, but in the next few hours we'll start to see that change as a cold front approaches. It's cloudy out there right now as well. We've had little peaks of sun here and there, but otherwise some dark skies, but nothing significant at this time. Of course, that's our camera downtown Pittsburgh. MoDOT camera 20th and range line in Joplin. A little blurry here, but still the sky's cloudy regardless. Skywatch Storm Tracker, we got a few light showers out there, nothing significant. So similar to what we were showing you this morning on the future track. And we'll have to see if these showers are capable of intensifying or doing anything more. But it still looks like at this point, the best we're looking at is just these isolated showers for the time being. But our severe risk will start to ramp up in the next few hours. So we still have an elevated risk across the good portion of the area for today. We also have that low to elevated risk on Saturday and on Sunday as well. So we're not just talking a cold front that's going to sweep through, give us storms and be done. We're talking a few days of showers, thunderstorms, some of those that could be severe. And of course, with all that rain, we're talking about flooding potential as well. We started yesterday well above normal, but made it to 79, so only 9 degrees above average out there. And temperatures now already above normal by a bit, 73 in Joplin, 72 in Pittsburgh. Here's that front. So see, Yates Center, you're at 57 already. Iola's at 59, but you get ahead of it and look at Grove, Miami. We're getting into the upper 70s, closing in on 80 degrees. And that's the fuel that these storms are going to need ahead of the front to start that initiation here in the next few hours. I'd say it's noon, so we're probably still looking maybe 6-7 hours down the road. But we will start to have those scattered showers and storms as that front initiates more storms between about 8 and 9 o'clock tonight. We'll see coverage increase as we go into the late night and overnight hours, falling back in the low 60s by 11. Thunderstorms we're going to be on and off for the next couple of days, and as I mentioned, we're going to have that severe risk associated with these storms today, tonight, into Saturday, and again into Sunday. We'll break down all the details, go over all the timing on these thunderstorms over the next few days here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, Chris, thanks. Well, city officials cut the ribbon on a brand new safety addition for the Joplin Regional Airport yesterday. The $8.6 million aircraft rescue and firefighting building will feature storage for 2 ARF trucks and associated equipment, along with the airport personnel trained to operate them. The airport's snow removal equipment will also be stored in the 12,000+ square foot building.
We have 2 aircraft rescue firefighting vehicles. It's basically an FAA regulated firefighting vehicle that's used for airport use only. We have airport operations who do all kinds of stuff across the field. They do the mowing, they do the maintenance, they do the inspections, and they also are firefighters. So this facility is for those airport operations personnel. It is for our aircraft rescue firefighting vehicles, our equipment, hazardous materials storage, and it's also for our snow removal equipment.
Zahner says the city paid 5% of the total cost of this building. The rest came from 2 federal grants. Well, Newton and Jasper County residents look for answers about the future of the Joplin Road District. The residents gathered to ask questions about the possibility of the Joplin Special Road District dissolving. The road district maintains 90 miles of road in Jasper County and 140 miles in Newton County. Petitions signed in both counties led to the possibility of the road district being dissolved. Many citizens in attendance say they don't want the road district to be dissolved.
Joplin Special is a proven road district. They have done an awesome job over the years of taking care of Joplin, Jasper County, and Newton County District. Our citizens just don't feel like we want anything to happen to our road district.
Now, Jasper County and Newton commissioners voting in the upcoming hearings will determine if the Joplin Special Road District will be dissolved. The University of Missouri announced a new partnership with several Korean firms to help develop its new next-gen nuclear research reactor. As Lucas Geisler reports.
Reactor will be larger, more powerful, and more versatile.
The University of Missouri and its Korean partners put pen to paper today, securing its first deal they say will allow MU to lead production of critical medical isotopes for cancer treatment. MU has partnered with Hyundai Engineering America, the Korean Atomic Energy Research Institute, Hyundai Engineering Company, and MPR Associates. It's a $10 million deal to design and license the reactor on Discovery Parkway in Columbia. Officials hope the billion-dollar project will make mid-Missouri the heart of an ecosystem.
Our small gem and make it into a big gem.
To manufacture the finished product right here in Columbia using our radiopharmaceuticals and to be able to ship it anywhere in the United States within 5 hours.
University President Moon Choi says they already have $200 million for the billion-dollar project, and it will require state and federal funding. Governor Mike Kehoe included $50 million in the state's budget to move the project forward. When it comes to tariffs, Choi says he isn't concerned for now.
We're just exchanging intellectual property. There is no physical assets that are being shipped from South Korea to the United States. To be flexible to have more manufacturing done in this country, but that's part of the negotiations that we'll have.
Well, officials say once the new reactor is built, the University of Missouri will be home to two of the largest university reactors in the U.S. And coming up, entrepreneurial dreams take center stage at MSSU, and later, we're making baked overstuffed shrimp in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Well, college students and business owners took advantage of an opportunity to expand their business and make connections at Missouri Southern yesterday afternoon. Students who are developing or already have their own businesses get a chance to present their ideas in front of a panel of judges. Local business owners and entrepreneurs also got the chance to demonstrate and present their ideas as well.
It's a good exercise in understanding yourself, understanding your business, refining the language that you use when you talk about your business. And then hopefully other people will do that too, because it is really a rewarding experience.
Pitchpalooza is really just a great event for young entrepreneurs to get out of their comfort zone and to try to see what they can improve on so that we can contribute to the economic market of Missouri.
A few lucky participants walked away with a $2,000 cash prize. Well, it was a day at the Diamond in Fort Scott yesterday. Fort Scott Community College and Labette Community College baseball and softball teams were playing. FSCC invited the community out for its annual spring sports tailgate, complete with free hot dogs and a good day to support local teams.
Love giving back here. Our committee is all for the community. Our entire campus is community forward. And we love to develop our family. All of our athletes are our family. All of our students are our family. And their coaches really bring that out in them, trying to build those relationships.
Donations were also being raised for the Couch family at yesterday's event. Softball player Bailey Couch's family lost their home in the April 2nd tornado near Bronna, Missouri. Well, hundreds of smiles ages 8 and up were seen on the trail yesterday on the campus of Pittsburg State University. Special Olympics Kansas partnered with PSU's Therapeutic Recreation Program to host the 2025 Terrific Day, which involved the Treats and Trails outdoor walking event with games and prizes. The event brought nearly 150 participants together for a morning of activities centered around an outer space theme.
Kind of just giving back to the community almost, and I don't know, I kind of like being around special needs. I think it's cool, I think it's fun, and I think everyone deserves to have a little bit of fun.
Organizers aim to promote physical activity, social interaction, and fun for individuals with disabilities. And still to come on KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
If you haven't completed your menu for this weekend yet, then put down the remote, grab a cup of coffee, and pay close attention.
And we're tracking the possibility of strong to severe thunderstorms as we head later into this evening and into the holiday weekend. The latest on what you need to know when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM News at noon on this Alert Day Friday, and our Alert Day continues as we head into Saturday as well with strong to severe thunderstorms and flooding potential. Let's start with a quick look outside downtown Pittsburgh. Skies are cloudy right now. We've had a few isolated showers out there, even a couple of rumbles of thunder from earlier that rolled through parts of Greenwood County and then pushed off to the north and east. Already out of here, not much there. We have some light showers on radar, but not all of this necessarily reaching the ground. And on this loop back, you'll see some of the thunder there in the lightning strikes in Greenwood County. That's really been about it. And again, some of these showers may be all we get ahead of the front. It's going to be a little later when that front pushes through that's going to start to cause us problems, which is why we have our Skywatch Storm Tracker on the road. They're near Parsons right now. And again, nothing going on at this particular point, but as you can see from there, it is cloudy, and we'll have the resources of our Skywatch Storm Tracker out tonight for any of that severe weather that might begin to roll through. So just again, it's a tremendous resource for us here, and hopefully it will be a tremendous resource for those of you at home as well. It's one of those things, you like to have it, you don't want to have to use it, but in this case that may not be a choice we have. All right, some changes from this morning with our new outlook. Low tornado risk across most of the area, but an elevated risk has been added. It does include parts of Delaware County and southern Craig County into northeastern Oklahoma. As terms of the wind and hail risk, no major changes there. The hail risk still covering the same areas, so the wind risk roughly in the same areas as well, and unfortunately those hatch marks for the very large hail potential still showing up into northeastern Oklahoma as we go into the late evening hours. So what are we looking at? Right now we're looking at cloudy skies. And in some cases, you might be going, really? It's going to storm with this? Believe it or not, it will, and it's about to, as this cold front will eventually begin to trigger showers and thunderstorms late this evening. But again, with these little spotty showers, while they're not expected to do much, they will be in an environment that's favorable for them to potentially intensify if they can get organized. There's still some questions and doubts on what exactly they'll be able to do. By 8, that front pushing a little further south and east, and then right behind it, see how quickly that happens between 8 and 10 o'clock? All of these thunderstorms begin blowing up out to the south and west and start pushing into the area right behind that front. This is when our severe threat becomes a little more amplified. This is when we're likely to see those strong to severe thunderstorms. By midnight, that first batch rolling into Missouri. So now we're into Joplin, Lamar, Stockton, Nevada, just outside of Monette. We've got additional thunderstorms back behind around Coffeyville, going back into Montgomery County, stretching down toward Bartlesville. And we'll have those storms roll through. Here we are, 3 a.m. Saturday. Last of those storms, the severe threat should be waning by that point, and the storms on their way out. And we'll get a brief break from thunderstorm activity, but as we go a little later into Saturday morning, we'll have a brief window of maybe some 6 to 8, 6 to 9, where there won't be much going on, but then we'll see new thunderstorms developing. But here's what happens. That front stalls out, and in fact, you saw it here just a few minutes ago on the future track. Now it's back here. So on the backside, northeast, gusty northeast winds, cooler temperatures, thunderstorms. Ahead of it, gusty southeast winds, warmer temperatures, more energy, and eventually strong, potentially severe thunderstorms late in the day Saturday. And that's going to be the off thing, is we'll have thunderstorms across southeast Kansas. You can see even by 5 that this front has retreated further back to the north and west, but not a lot of activity initially ahead of it. It won't be until later in the evening that we'll get another round of these storms. And take a look at this complex Sunday morning at 3 a.m. We're talking a powerhouse, which is why our alert day continues into Saturday, and why we're also emphasizing, if you got Easter plans Sunday morning, anything that involves being outdoors, don't wait to the last minute to put together a plan. Right now, plan for it to be inside, because we're going to have showers, thunderstorms. Some of those could be strong, rolling through in the first half of Easter Sunday morning. And we get to 9 a.m., we still have this potential squall line that'll roll through that could be strong, possibly severe. It clears, and then right behind it, another line and batch of thunderstorms develops by about 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it will not be until 5 by the time the majority of this is out of here. So again, Easter Sunday, make sure through the whole weekend that you've got a way to receive weather alerts. Get the KOAM Skywatch weather app and stay weather aware. Quick note, This is tomorrow. We have that low tornado threat in Benton County. We have low to elevated hail and wind risks as we head into the weekend as well for Sunday. That's where that low to elevated risk will be for us. And I wanted to remind you quickly as well, flood watches through Sunday evening. So flooding is going to be another concern that we have as we head into the weekend with the torrential amounts of rain. Low 80s today, low to mid 60s tomorrow, upper 60s Sunday, a break Monday, Tuesday, more storms next week. But again, from tonight through Sunday afternoon, stay weather aware.
Absolutely, Chris. Thanks. And stick around. We're making baked overstuffed shrimp in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back. Howard's making baked overstuffed shrimp in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
I have a question for you. Is there a dish that you always seem to order whenever you go out, but for one reason or another, you never make it when you're at home? Well, for me, that's stuffed shrimp. After making it recently and realizing how easy it is, I was hooked. It's so good, as a matter of fact, I think it would be the perfect addition to your Good Friday or Easter dinner lineup. To make it, all we do is combine some crab meat with breadcrumbs, a bit of finely chopped celery, a little mayo, a shake of Worcestershire sauce, lemon juice, and a few spices. After that's mixed, we set it aside for a sec while we shell some large shrimp, leaving the tails on. Then with a paring knife, we cut a slit down the back of each shrimp, about halfway through, just deep enough to stuff. Now we mound a heaping teaspoon of the stuffing into the slit and gently pack it down. Right before dinner, we drizzle them with melted butter, sprinkle on a little paprika, and into the oven they go. Once the shrimp turns pink and the filling gets golden, they're ready to serve. So what do you say you go online and get the recipe for our baked overstuffed shrimp so you can impress your gang with an easy yet fancy restaurant favorite? I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a special way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. You
can find this recipe along with a lot more good food on KOAMnewsnow.com. Now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
All right, so we have our alert days today and tomorrow. Strong, potentially severe thunderstorms moving in late this evening, and then another round possible late tomorrow, and then possibly a couple more rounds as we head into Easter Sunday. So again, make sure you've got the KOAM Skywatch weather app and make sure you're staying aware over the next few days.
Quite the weekend. All right, Chris.
Indeed.
Yeah, thanks. Well, coming up tonight at 5, thousands of donor kidneys are thrown away every year because they're not viable, but a new approach could help more of them get to people in need. Plus, a Neosho restaurant is gaining recognition for their Pay It Forward program. And tick season is here. We'll have ways to protect yourself. You can join us for those stories and more on KOAM News at 5. That's the news for now. Thank you for joining us on KOAM News at noon. Have a great rest of your day.